It's nice and gay. Oh, I like that.
This is an honor of Ray DeVito's interview.
I'm wearing this shirt in honor. I saw EGN said in the live MLC chat, when are you coming out with beautiful boy shirts? Guess you're late to the party, EGN.
Yep,
They're already
guess you're a little
existed. You Johnny come lately MLC fans these days. Don't know shit about the history of MLC.
Don't know history. Don't know what the show truly was. Why it's so good.
See that?
I think Barry Ribs was gonna get one of those one time. No, we were gonna do something. Me and Teamster Tim, or we were gonna buy Barry Ribs shirts and give it to homeless guys. So we're just brutal.
Just give it to Barry.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm. Yeah, we'll just give it right. Like pay him for the shirt and be like, hey, we actually don't even want the shirt.
They all have to be triple XL.
I love how Barry's dodging Kevin now too.
I don't know what Barry. Barry doesn't know what he's doing. Literally doesn't know what he's doing.
Does anybody know what they're doing?
I know exactly what I'm doing. It's all falling into place these days. The publicity reaching new heights where I see we're rapidly approaching the 1,000 YouTube subscribers, far ahead of schedule, without having to suck anybody's cock. Just by sheer talent, we're approaching it. We didn't ask anybody for help, not like Corey Adams at Hack or any of these other hacks. We did it all on our own because of the quality of this program and the truths that we say. Speaking of, we have a lot to get to today. A lot of
truths to break down.
Whoa.
It's crazy what's happening. I mean, the lottery went well, I think, on Sad Chad.
It was a great lottery.
A lot of fun. Steel Toe was even talking about it. And then I think someone called in to get us a bunch of numbers on there. And so, yeah, we're rapidly approaching 1,000 people. It's going to get insane when we reach that number because it's nothing but fans. We're not paying for subscribers. We're not out here blowing black dudes in saunas to get subscribers. It's just not what's happening, okay? It's just pure, like you say, pure talent. And that comes as a big cost. So our fans are loyal and are true. Patreon numbers do not subside, people. That tells you everything you need to know about the sheer talent. We're gonna be bigger than Rogan. Just give it time, folks. It's crazy what's happening out here. Truthfully, I mean,
bigger than Rogan. We should get shit to say bigger than Rogan.
We should. I mean, and they'll be out soon. All I got to do is make
Rogan is a subscriber. I think he's watching now.
No, Rogies watches. He definitely. We talked about this before. He watches every move that's going on out here. Not like I know Chad says Rogies thinks he knows what's going on with that. He could give a fuck. When it comes to SMC, that's where he gets all of his information because he knows we're not bullshitting. Everything we say is right. It continues to be right. And when are we wrong, folks? Tell us when we're wrong. The Palooza was our idea months and months and months ago. Now they want to do Vegas. Listen, the original Palooza is going to be a far better time. Upper deck blowjobs. Cabana King's going to be there. Coke. Okay? What do you really think is going to happen? We're going to rob people on the boardwalk.
Adderall, Coke, kayaks.
All that.
Victor.
That's all you need to know.
Meet and greet with Victor with Vegas. We'll do a meet and greet with Vegas Victor. $5 for a picture, $10 for autograph.
Chucky said he fell asleep. He'll be on the water in 30.
The great Chuck Mangione. I am live on location as usual when I'm not at Chuck's house at the great Third Place Bar and Grill.
I'm gonna take
unbelievable
a
soundproof booth. Wow, I had actually I was on my list. I had a bit of a old Stancil had a bit of a night the other night.
Wow,
that's right.
What happened?
Thursday we did Sad Chad. You saw me enjoying the Tanteo Habanero Tequila, the king of all alcohol. Shout out to Tanteo, official sponsor. Had a few clips. I did go out technically to see a lady, just a friend. It was a birthday and she's moving away, and nothing came of it because I'm gay. She just turned 20.
Any legs up?
Just turned 27, by the way.
Oh wow!
Catch my dream. And let's just say she's not white. So I met up with her. Nothing came of it because I'm gay. went back to the old garage, and old Julio came by, had some more drinks, or spinning some vinyl.
What?
Shout out M83, hurry up, we're dreaming, newest addition to the Stancil vinyl collection. And then old Stancil around 12:30, 1 o'clock started dipping into the old mushroom bag.
Wow.
I turned into a little bit of a gobbler on Thursday night. I had a bit of a gobble. Next thing I know, I'm playing the Grateful Dead's Europe 72 triple vinyl. Unbelievable. Live in Europe. Grateful Dead, shout out. Had all the lights off. Turned on I couldn't bear to have anything on the TV. There's too many things going on in my brain. But then around probably around 4 or so in the morning, maybe a little earlier, my pacifier, my adult pacifier, my vape ran out.
Oh, that's the worst.
And I went on Mr. Stancil's wild ride. I got in my vehicle.
Yes. All American.
Super. I mean, mushrooms I was floating a bit. Obviously still slugging the Tanteo tequila throughout.
Beautiful.
Oh, absolutely all American. Now the gas station is, less than a mile from my house, and I took the back cave exit or entrance. So really, unless I crashed into something, didn't need to worry about the police. But boy, it is harrowing and also scary and also fun to drive really fucked up on mushrooms. It's
fun to drive fucked up on anything.
It really is. Nothing more American.
Yeah, and it's really, when you feel that prized possession of making it to your destination.
Oh.
And you let that breath out and you went and got the supplies that you needed. I mean, you were going to have a terrible night without the supplies.
Without my pacifier. And of course, the pepperoni pizza combos, a classic, a staple snack.
Did you get that at the gas station?
Of course, I got.
See that, folks? People want to hate on gas station food. I get the gas station hot dogs all the time. They are top of the line.
No. The combos, the little snacks that come in the bag, little breaded snacks. The combos.
Oh, those are terrible. I'm talking freshly made at the gas station.
The pizza flavored combos are the goat.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. The filler ones too.
Yeah.
Terrible choice.
Oh, wonderful choice. And the best part is when you make it back.
Yeah. The whole ride there, you get the supplies, and then you're like, fuck, I got to go back. And then when you do make it back, you sort of feel like a king. So drive fucked up, people. Get blacked out. If you kill a family of 4, you lost. I mean, it's all about a game.
Well, you're a loser. If you get caught or you kill someone, and you're a loser and you deserve it. Listen, the universe settles all debts, evens everything out. So if you get a DUI, you get arrested, and you suck.
Yeah, you lost. I mean, I got one before. I lost. So
yeah,
but I've won since then. I continue to win.
Oh, I'm winning all over the place. I'm winning here and I'm winning there.
Yeah, I mean, we continue to win. Nothing will be brought down of this. So
got back. I think I went to bed at 10 a.m. Eventually.
Nothing wrong with it.
What else did I spin? I gotta get. I mean, they're fans of the show. Shout out Turnover, the great intrapersonal album, truly one of the greats. That was the last one to be spun, and then of course cap it off with the King of the Vibes, Nightmares on Wax, Smoker's Delight, one of the greats of all time.
Wow!
And that's old man Stancil getting back out there in the ring and winning at life, losing at women and winning at life.
Well, that's what it's all about. The women come later.
Women don't come at all where I'm from. If you get what I mean. Women don't come. It's all a lie. They're just there to...
They're there to look at. They're there to ponder about.
Yeah, they're fun.
Everybody
what
wants to know
over
about
there. What do you got going on over there? Seems like you got a lot. It seems like you're distracted.
I got Chuck's texting me. He knows I'm doing the show. He said, "Send me the link." I said, "I already sent you the link. I'm understand what's going on. What do I look like, a big bad producer over here? Look, I'm trying to run things. Everybody wants to know about the Gino drama.
Sure, we'll get. I told you we'd talk about it on this flagship show. By the way, that clip is on the YouTube channel. Is on, I think, the Gum Fridays YouTube channel. It's all on there. So feel free to watch that after this. You're the host of the show. Where do you host it? Here, interview me about it. What do you want?
I just want to know. I just want to know. Like Chuck, he asked me if I'm live. Of course, just go to the YouTube. You can see that we're live, Chucky. Stop texting the phone. What are you doing? Get in here, off the water. Holy shit! You got to use Face ID for the phone. It doesn't pick up my beautiful square mask.
I never do. I've never once done Face ID. I've never once done the fingerprint.
How do you get into your fucking gambling apps? It made me do Face ID.
No,
to get into the apps.
Numbers, codes. I refuse to give them my face. I'll never give them my face or my fingerprints.
I wish they would just do penis.
I'll never give in.
Can they just do penis ID? That would be way better.
Penis ID.
Hog size. You pull out the size.
That's a good app, Penis ID.
So a lot of people think this was a work.
Not a work.
I was getting texts, so I unfortunately had to go watch Gino's show to see if it was a work. And yeah, like I said on Sad Chad, the second I heard your voice, actually, you know what? The second I heard the booth go, yeah, all that Stancil said was put me through. I could have told everybody that no, this wasn't a fucking work. And yeah, so it was amazing. And what's great is, I went back to watch like the freshly posted one. You couldn't understand a fucking word you were saying.
No, I was Charlie Brown's teacher.
But then whenever they re-uploaded it to YouTube, you can actually hear it.
A little clearer.
So yeah, it was very clear on the YouTube, which is amazing. And it's exactly what I thought you would say.
Yeah. I mean, because you know the deal. So again, you're the host. Feel free to stop me and ask questions like Barbara Walters whenever you'd like.
Oh, no problem.
But yeah, so for those who don't, we'll just recap it. Gino had Kate Meany, Kevin Meany's daughter, on the show, who's a bit of
hot
a look.
but dumb.
Yeah, a bit of a looker. And what was? Oh, and they were talking about the something about Gino is an idiot and didn't know abacuses were Asian. So I texted him and told him I've been calling it a gook calculator for over a year. You don't understand what that meant. And then as a throwaway line, I said, by the way, give your guest my number. You know, just fucking around. And he says, oh, Stancil, call in. I was watching live. I was doing shit, so I had it on in the background.
Right.
He's asking me to call in. I'm a team player. I like to have fun, which we'll get back to. So I called in, and blah, blah, blah. And he's explaining, I guess he's, whatever. He's explaining me to her in some capacity. He's like, oh, he works at New York Comedy Club. And I was like, nope. He was like, what do you mean? You work at Comedy Club? And, I was like, no, I work. The point is, so that was all well. And then I realized, and then Frankie called in, and I knew my phone sucked.
Yeah.
So I just hung up. I was slightly annoyed by that, but it's not the end of the world.
Right.
Where I work, it's not like it's never, we'll come back to, it's never about losing the job or anything like that. We'll come back to that. Finish what happened here. So whatever, hung up. Frankie called in. I was like, all right, how are we doing Frankie stuff? Next thing I know, Gino's going on a rant. Some rant about how everyone has to give out where they work. This is the show. You have to say where you work if you're going to be on the air.
Which, by the way, was really dumb. Right.
Well, we're going to get back to why that's retarded. Hold on. Let's finish this before we start this circus with him.
Okay.
He can call back if he wants.
Circus.
Yes. So he does the whole rant, and that's what pissed me off, just because the points he was making were idiotic. Still to this day, I don't know one person that agrees with him except him.
Well, it sounded more like an excuse. He was trying to dig himself out of a hole that he had already dug, and it was just making it worse, is the way I looked at it. Right. You know, he was like, he knew that he had fucked up. Even the booth was telling him, like, hey, this has happened plenty of times, and we've let it slip, and we've taken it out. But so Gino went on the whole rant of, oh, people say it all the time. It's no big deal. Like, but then you had the best point when you called back in and yelled at him and
Right.
said,
So hold on. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I was basically, because I know he mentioned I was texting him. I was texting basically responses to his rant, and then eventually I was like, you know what, fuck this. I'm just gonna call back in. Now, what were you gonna say? I'm sorry.
I was gonna say when you you made the best point when you called in and you said, until I'm making money doing this, why would you give out information like that, or what would it even matter?
Okay, thank you. And that is my point. I don't give a fuck if you know where I work. That's a part-time job I do for fun that I get to make money and watch comedy anyway. Not that it matters. I still enjoy it. I'm lucky I get to do something at a club that I enjoy. I get to see comics every weekend. It's fucking fun. But I'm not doing comedy there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not a comedy job, which I don't know if he doesn't get that or it doesn't matter to him. Whether I'm pouring concrete or fucking bar backing and seating people at a club or selling soccer balls, it's all the same shit. So that's one thing. It has nothing to do with where I am. The point is exactly what you said. We do this shit for what? Let's backtrack. What have I always said from day one? What was my requisite for doing this show?
You're gonna do it for fun, and if it stops being fun, you're not gonna do it anymore.
Bingo. As soon as it's not fun, I'm out. There's been many weeks where I said, I'm not in the mood. I'm not doing it.
Right.
And we haven't done it. And that's it. Period. Stop. This shit is fucking for fun for us. It's amazing. It's a testament to us and these fine people watching. I remember when we started, we had 2, 3, 5 people watching live. The great, who was it? The Smokey Brooks and the Kishes. Shout out to the OGs. We do the fact that we have almost 1,000 YouTube subscribers. We are making a couple shekels off this a month.
Couple schmucks.
Which, if you would have told me that when I was a kid, I'd make money talking in, even if it's $50 a month talking into a mic, I'd be like, done. If this shit ends today, I've already achieved more than I ever thought. I'm not even kidding. If I never go on another podcast, if we never do another podcast and I never go on another show, I would have already achieved more than I would have ever thought I could have achieved in this comedy space. You understand? Yeah. This shit is for fun. And let me say, and here's the next point. And you could check the records, and you could
check them, folks.
Call me out because I'll call you. I'll set it straight. I have never fucked with anyone's job or family on the air ever. I do all surface talking shit. I encourage people to talk shit back, make a show, make a post, whatever. I've never done it. You called the Bahamas Comedy Club. I was here laughing. Other people have done. The only thing I've done is every now and then I showed Chad's unhinged, bipolar, unprovoked DMs he sent me screenshot. I've never doxed anyone. I've never put anyone's personal shit out there. Other people around me may have. Never me. I don't give a fuck. Is Aaron Berg responsible for Gino? Is Levy responsible for everything Kevin Brennan does? Right?
No.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's retarded. Doesn't Jono Zaczynski have a day job? Isn't Peter Bisconti collecting a pension from the Medford High School District? Do we want to put that out there too? Doesn't Chrissy Mayer have a day job? So who else? All these fucking comics who actually do comedy for a living and get paid for it, who most of them aren't funny, not the people I said, other people. Most of them have fucking jobs. Keanu works at a bar. 3 Monkeys, that she says it on the show. Most of these people work at a bar and they make money off of comedy, doing this shit for fun. So it's just idiotic. And like I said, not one person. And let me say this. Of all the shit we've talked, there's two people who have ever like said where I worked. Of all our trolls and all the people who don't like us, no one's ever really fucked with me. They talk shit, they put different stuff up. That's why I say at the end of the day, it's all good. 2 people. Chad and Gino. That's the company you're in, Gino. Those are the 2 people who've ever mentioned exactly. Kevin has said the soccer ball store, which is why I always said that, because he knew where I worked and didn't say it. So that's the 2 people who've ever actually said where I work on the air. Chad and Gino. So congratulations, Gino. That's the company you're in.
Gino, new low.
I've yet to receive one message from a person who agrees with Gino, including everybody on his network. So that's my point, and it's fine. And I'm a grown-ass man. And this is one specific subject, so I don't care. I can move on from it. It's not the end of the world. I'm still fine with Gino. But on this specific point, it's just idiotic that he thinks he's right. That's all. And I don't care. New York Comedy Club in Stamford. We got Sherrod Small tonight. We got who's tonight, baby? It's a good show tonight. Sherrod Small and 3 other people. I don't fucking know.
Sherrod Small.
Who do we have? But again,
Sherrod Small is good.
And here's the other thing. I met Sherrod Small with Brennan. Actually, I got to see if he remembers. But that's the other thing. I don't talk. It's not like this is the other thing. If I were coming on here every week and dissecting everyone's sets who was at the club and using the club to promote the show, that would be different because then I'm talking about the job all the time. I don't talk. I never talked about shit at my last job, right?
Yeah.
So it's one thing if I come on here and talk about it, and it's one thing if I'm there. I'm not even if I was managing the club, maybe you could have a leg to stand on. But I'm there doing basically grunt work, having fun, doing announcements, seating people. It's fun. But I'm not. But I'm on the back end. By no means.
Yeah, that would be different if you were there, like talking about what's going on there. But you're doing it in a completely different reason.
Yes, I'm not using that as a crutch. That would be a cop out. Then I could just get content by covering the sets every night, which I've seen some shit that people wouldn't believe as far as sets and ticket sales. But I'm not going to talk about that because that's private shit and that's separation of church and state. I'm not going to fuck with. I don't care about me. Nobody. And anyway, everybody there, by the way, subscribes to me and this show. Nobody fucking cares. So it's not like it doesn't matter. It's more so I don't want anybody there getting messed with or whatever. There's literally nothing. What are you going to do? Call and say the N-word? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Then you know.
Then you just look like an asshole.
In anybody's job or anybody's personal shit, you're a fucking loser if you do it. And nobody's done it to me. Credit to all the trolls. They do it the right way. They talk shit on the surface, and that's it. So, listen. This is one. I have no problem with Gino in the big picture. I'm a well-adjusted adult, kind of, in
big
that
piece.
I can compartmentalize this huge piece. It's actually my dick's getting bigger.
Wow, beautiful.
I don't know what's happening. I think it's because I lost some weight, but it's a real fat hog these days, ladies. Yeah. So it's bitch shit. He's wrong. Nobody agrees with him. Maybe I'll be there Tuesday. Maybe I won't. Stay tuned,
that was my
folks.
next question. A lot of people are asking
Stay tuned.
If there's going to be a new appearance. Yeah, stay tuned, people. Maybe he'll be there. Maybe he won't. But yeah, I like how you save it for the air. You know, you called in and let them know how you really felt for the air. And I think that's the way everything should be. If you got a problem with something, wait till you have a fucking microphone and say it.
Yeah, and he can say, and again, and here's the other thing too. He can say whatever he wants. I know what I'm getting into with Kevin Brennan and Gino. I know what I'm getting. So that's why it's his show. He can do that, but he can't be. You know, I'm allowed to get pissed as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's the thing. I stopped telling Kevin Brennan specific. Kevin called me whatever. What was that? Monday or Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Kevin called me Tuesday. Kevin Brennan called me Tuesday after that. He's like, why is he doing that? And he had a great point. He said, why? And I was like, I don't know. Like, well, yeah, but why would you give out where somebody works? Like, I don't know. And I
was hoping to see you on the show with Chad this week.
He asked me to come on. He asked me to come on whatever day it happened. I think it happened Monday, and I wasn't able to do it Monday. And then he called me Tuesday, I believe. I believe that's what happened. And then I told him I'm free the rest of the afternoons. But you probably won't still care, you know, which he didn't, which is fine. He moved on to poor Ray and and Chad sitting on a black guy's fat cock.
Which is great.
So it's all good. We can move on. I'm not a fucking, who gives a fuck? This is one specific issue. But yeah, that's it. I don't know. Any other questions?
No, I mean, I hope to see Gino try to undig his grave again because I have a good feeling that's what is going to happen. And I love Gino just as much as everyone else, but he's really good at when he fucks something up or lets something slip, just to try to dig himself out and make it so much worse for himself. I've noticed him do that time and time again with stuff.
Listen,
it's funny.
Gino Bisconti, and they'll hate to hear this. Gino Bisconti and Kevin Brennan are very alike. They're some of the people I've met who are very close to being the same, as close as being the same on the air as off the air as you'll ever find.
Right.
So you know what you're getting into. I respect Gino. You got to take the good with the bad. I enjoy Gino's craziness. I enjoy it. There's no but there. I enjoy it. And this is, shit like this happens once in a while. So it's, Again, I'm not gonna. A bitch it would be. Fuck him. I'm never gonna do his show again. He's a fucking faggot. No, it's one specific subject that we disagree with, and frankly, everybody else in the world. I mean, so like I said, I'm doing this for fun. We don't do this shit for money. It's nice. We get a couple bucks. And listen, I would love. Don't get me wrong. I would love to make a living off of doing this, but that was never our goal.
Never.
That's not what we're doing out here. We're doing this shit for fun, and.
Saw a couple smeckles roll in.
The proof is in the pudding. The people who have stuck around, the views we get. We're not going to get into specifics, but the numbers are there. I see some other shows of comedians who do comedy for a living, and a lot of them we get better numbers than all around. Period. Stop. Rack me.
Beautiful. Couple dorks trying to be podcasters with nothing to bring to the table without talking about podcasters. Not going to work, folks.
Leave Chad and Ray out of this, will you?
Yeah, come on, Neil. Leave them out of this. Come on. Ray's in the chat,
he's
actually.
new to this.
Chuck, call back in. He was in the waiting room. Call
Did I
back
make
in.
myself clear?
Very clear, loud and clear.
It's pretty straightforward.
Yes. Get us to 1,000. Like we say, week in, week out. Dig up your dead grandmother. Get her cell phone credentials. She probably was buried herself with it. It's some kind of notepad, and sign up to the YouTube. Come on. Even if you don't like us, you hate watching, just subscribe and put us on ignore. Come on.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. The worst thing you could be toward. I don't want anyone to like me. I don't want anyone to like me. I want you to love me or I want you to hate me. Everything else is fucking boring. Take notes, Ray.
I'm tired of boring. And these podcast cycles are boring. Let's get into a little bit of we haven't talked about it in a couple weeks. Real Ass Podcast continues to circulate the same guest. And, of course, seems like a Russ show.
I'm glad you brought this up. I'm sorry to keep talking. But that's something I want. I subscribed to Gas Digital a couple weeks ago.
Oh, you did? Was that your first time?
My first time. It was when Kumi was on Skanks.
Okay.
I had nothing to do that night.
You cut out for a sec.
The last 3 shows I've watched, I quit halfway through. So I subscribed to watch the Skanks that Monday night, blah, blah, blah. And anybody who says the Compound, like, tech stuff stinks or art stuff stinks, the Gas Digital, it's one of the worst websites I've ever. It's terrible. I went on there today to, like, try to find the new Real Ass Podcast, and it looks like a third grader made it. So
it takes forever to load.
Dumping on Compound, go on Gas Digital and try to do anything. I canceled it today. It's just fucking terrible.
And I got to be honest, dude. I've seen every time I see Kumiya on Skanks, I don't think it's good. I don't know. Like, Kumiya's great, but I said it before. Like, I think I was saying it to Chuck. That's a show that has too many funny people on it at once. So you end up just getting like a normal conversation that just goes sideways. I don't know. It's weird to explain, but
the other thing I find funny is they always, and I know it's a bit, like with them doing it, it's funny, but they always, Kumi is the big racist, right? Whenever he's on the show,
right?
Rap from idiots like Nick Mullen, who thinks Kumi is like racist or whatever. Which I'm not saying he's not, but like all these shows, I mean, Lewis, Jay, those guys do way more racist shit than Kumi does, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I'm not defending Kumi. I'm just stating facts again. It's like
right. Well, they just keep bringing up shit from the past, because it's something that Kumi is known for. But yeah, you're right. On Real Ass Podcast
ago now.
Yeah, I think even Lewis said the N-word on his show this week, and I was like, whoa, haven't heard that in a while. But yeah, it was great. David Chandler, shout out the great David Chandler coming through.
Shout out to David Chandler for saving his money for Chad Free Fridays.
Yes, I appreciate that, by the way.
I do too.
I think it's cool whenever he's like, you know what, fuck it, I'll donate to MLC when it's Chad Free Friday.
I have a whole, I don't know if you want, I don't want to take over. I have a whole, we have a whole lot to get to with. I have a whole list for MLC to get to as well.
Oh, I mean, of course we'll have to do the MLC wrap up. Why don't you start? I really don't know where to start this week.
I know. Well, let's see where we start. I told you Kevin called me Tuesday. Oh, it's beautiful. Chad's pissed at Ray. Ray's pissed at Chad. Kevin's pissed at Rob Saul. Jake Husden's pissed at Ian Hawk. It was a fun week of shows.
Maybe I missed it. Let's start there because maybe I missed it. I listened to all the episodes, but what is the initial reason Kevin is so mad at Rob Saul?
I'll be honest, I didn't catch it. I just caught Kevin calling him a loser whose cousin fucks his fat cousin or something, which I don't know. I just enjoyed hearing Kevin.
I think when they were like, yeah, he worked at a Red
Lobster. I enjoy
Lobster.
Kevin making fun of me. So if it's somebody else, it's even better. I don't care.
He goes, Kevin goes, someone said, yeah, he worked at Red Lobster, and Ray was on. He goes, yeah, the rolls are real good there. And Kevin's like, what does that have to do with Rob Saul?
Hey, credit to Ray. Ray. Shout out to the great Ray DeVito. He finally let out some of that rage, well-deserved rage on Chad. Finally, we've been trying to tell you, Ray, stop being so fucking nice to the guy.
Speaking of which, Ray says Chad texted me death threats this morning.
Okay.
But it is April 1st, so maybe he's joking.
He's not,
Ray, he's not joking. We've had the same text.
I have that. I literally had that on my list because whenever I've gotten, because I saw this week, Jake mentioned. I wrote it down. The amount of people that Chad has sent crazy. All right, Chad has sent nasty, crazy messages now to me, Ray, Jake, Kevin. He just goes anytime you go on.
Hold on. Do you have the full list?
That was what I had written down, but I'm sure.
Paul Fins,
Chuck,
Ski Mask, Chuck.
He does it to everybody, Ray. So don't feel bad. It's
all of those people have received death threats either about them or their wives or a significant other. Hell, Chad was going after Paul's kids that time. I mean, that was.
Meanwhile, I've never DM'd anyone like "fuck you." I do everything on the air or in text on Instagram or Twitter. That's bitch shit sending DM. Just fucking do it live. Homo.
Yeah. But yeah. Well, I love how Chad says, I'll do a show with anybody, but not these fake cartoons. And then a week later, I'm not doing a show with Ray. I won't do a show. I won't do a show with Stevie Lou. I'm gonna do a show with Jim Stancil. Jim Stancil's a nobody. He's not even in comedy. What? You barely.
Thank you for saying that because he's exact. That is, and I'm not even being satirical or whatever. I did want to say Chad is exactly right about that point. And I talked about this when we were talking about the Gino. Not in comedy. Never claimed to be in comedy. You asked me to do this. I've been having fun since day one. I'm still having fun with friends. But I'm not in comedy. I'm not a comedian. I think I'm funnier than half these comedians I meet, just naturally funnier because I see a lot of theater kids who grew up theater kids who now are trying to do stand-up. Meanwhile, I've paid the iron price my whole life of being a clown, thrown out of schools and colleges and families and relationships because all I want to do is fucking have a good time and laugh. So, but I'm not in comedy. We don't make money off this. We do this for the love of the game, baby. And somebody out here has got to tell the truth unbiased. Nobody's in our pockets. We're not holding anybody's pockets.
Yeah.
Pocket pussy, maybe.
Yeah, pocket pussies, pocket
So Chad
penises.
is right. Chad's absolutely right. And guess what, Chad? I'm still fucking, honestly, in a vacuum, still better on a podcast than him. He stinks.
You still performed at more clubs in New York City in the last 3 years than Chad has.
That is a fact. That is technically a fact.
So, I mean,
Numbers two.
At the end of the day, who's really selling tickets out here?
So exactly, Chad, you're proving my point. I'm not a comedian, and I'm still doing this, and I'm still getting invited on shows and have people that like me. Meanwhile, he does it for a living, and everybody hates him. Take notes, fucking clown. Yes, New York Comedy Club in Stamford. Where is he? Mike, come on down. Who do we have tonight? We got let me tell you the line tonight.
Mike.
Put it up. Put it back up. Yeah. Yeah. I got people think it's like a thing. Gerard Small, Ashley Austin Morris. Oh, Dante Nero.
Oh, the great Dante. I think he's great. Yeah, he's funny.
And
actually, all kidding aside, let me know how his act is on the side.
I'm curious too. On the side,
okay.
Because I don't talk about personal shit on the air. Because again, I don't do shit that I don't want done to me. So I've never gone after anybody's job or family or super personal stuff. I like to keep it light, have fun, talk a ton of shit, but it's all shit that's already out there. Big big fun, big dick here.
Big, huge cocks. Kevin will side with Chad 100% of the time. He went back to Chad after a fallout. Cuck.
It is a bit, Kevin, it is a bit of cuck behavior. And it's amazing. Chad just lies to him, takes his
Lies
money.
right through his teeth, takes his money.
He says we, when he talks about MLC, like he's actually part of the show. He's on there as a joke. And Kevin just lets him sit there, talk shit, lie to his face, take his money. Come on, Brennan. Grow a sack. Have him on once every week if you have to have him on. But you're letting this guy take hundreds of dollars a day off of your back. And the show is whatever. Chad stinks. The show was fine without Chad, and will be fine without Chad and Bob. Do the show with the show is Kevin and Adam, you Johnny come lately idiots, you newbies. The show is Kevin and Adam.
That's it.
Period.
It's been that way
That's
from
the
day
show.
one. People circle in, people circle out, and like you said last week, I predict something major to happen over the summertime before August. But we'll see. Just like last time we made predictions, Chad got quote unquote beat up, and
he fell off his bike. We all know he fell off his bike and got a black eye, and then he sat on a black eye.
Jimmy T says, "Get a selfie with Aaron Berg on April 15th. Make a T-shirt, then go on in hot water with it."
I already have the selfie with Berg from his. Last
I think what he means is he'll probably be at the club that day. I don't do shit, Jim says. Everybody thinks that you're lying through your teeth because it's April Fool's Day. I don't do shit, David Chandler. The great David Chandler says. Jim Stancil on April 1st.
I don't do shit. That's right.
Why is
What else did I
MLC?
ever-
Huh?
Go ahead, sorry.
I was just reading some of the shit. Ian Hawks got beef with
Oh yeah.
Hudson.
That's all relative, you idiot. The numbers. Nobody's tuning in for Chad. You fucking idiot.
Yeah, no one's tuning in
It's
for
all
Chad. They're
relative.
tuning in to see, Chad has a black guy on his face. Agreed. I think something else happened in that
I don't know why if you're scared that Chad, the numbers go down when Chad leaves. You're a cuck. You're a coward. Then you don't have any faith in Kevin Brennan. The shows
Right.
fucking are better when Chad's not there. They're funny. Forget about Chad. Let's move. Get Cassidy back. Do a different guest host every week. Have Cassidy for a week. Have DeVito for a week. Have
I
Chad
love
for a
Cassidy
week
on the show.
But
Cassidy's
switch it
great.
out. It's just getting old. And we're friends with Steel Toe, but who cares about Steel Toe?
Yeah.
This is all below Kevin. Kevin used to, the whole point why I love Kevin is he would go after the other comics, his colleagues, and above. I don't want to fucking see. It's almost sad to see Kevin going after these people that were so far below him. Come on, KB. Let's get back on track. Kevin Adams got his camera back. We don't need these fucking liars next to you anymore. Let's move on from this nonsense. Stop putting money in this criminal's pocket. So silly. It's boring. It's boring. We get it. Chad stinks. By the way, caught a huge. I got a big exclusive because as a beautiful boy, I pay attention to everything. On Friday's show, Kevin said Chad texted him. Now, didn't Kevin say he had all his numbers and emails blocked?
Ooh, okay.
Got it!
So,
Caught you, Kevin.
Wow, cut it, clip it, tweet it, folks, if you can find that.
And they moved right on. Didn't come back to it. But go watch Friday's app. He said, oh, Chad just texted me. So, Kevin, you're a liar, too. You're all liars.
Kevin, you're lying, and we're allowed to do that because right here on Ski Mask Collective, we speak nothing but truth. And cut it, clip it, tweet it. If he is getting caught texting, we need to point that out. Brady DeVito's all fired up in the chat.
The Corey Adams of the world's on the show, then you better have fucking us on the show. I mean, that guy is, 10 pounds of monkey shit in a 5-pound bag.
Yeah, and Kevin says he didn't know he was in his 40s. Look at the guy.
Look at that guy.
What do you mean you didn't know?
He looks like a body that was left in a tub for a week.
Yeah, it does. And if he reaches 1,000 subscribers before us, we're going to blow our heads off live on the air.
If Corey Adams gets 1,000 YouTube subscribers before us, I'm going to kill myself. Russia wins.
Neil wins. Lenny wins.
Just terrible. And I don't care. We don't know anybody fucking a goddamn thing. We'll keep saying whatever the fuck we want. Except for peaceful people.
Bah! Yeah, I agree. I like Tom Cassidy on the show, and I think that if they're going to continue to do this stupid Zoom StreamYard to rotate the guest, it's not like it's not like Stuff Island where they do the show in person, so it's the same two guys. You're on a fucking Zoom meeting. You can have anybody you want on there.
Anybody in the world.
Come on, David Chandler. That's not very cool. Don't unsubscribe. Tell your whole family to subscribe.
Where do you work, Dave? Oh no, you mentioned you commented on a YouTube video. You have to say where you work now. Sorry, if you're in this world, according to Gino, you have to say where you work. If you ever do anything on a show ever, you have to say where you work and your social security number, please, or else you're a loser.
We got people going after Ray in the chat. Ray's fired up in the chat.
Good. Send Ray. Ray can come on if you want.
Hey Ray, if you want on, let us know. We'll send you the link. If you want
to,
get some stuff out.
You reminded me of something. They did say. Finally, that we've been saying this for months and months. So
of course.
we all know super chats aren't going anywhere because everybody's a slave to the money and they refuse to put quality over. They refuse to put quality over money in their pocket, which is fine. Understand, I get it. But we've been saying forever they got to figure something out with the super chats. And this week, again, are we ever wrong? We're
never wrong on this show.
Never been wrong one single time. Check the record books. Go to the Library of Congress, watch the past apps, and you find one single place where we were wrong.
Do the history, folks.
We got it. They said we got to figure. Super chats, they do derail the show, but it's a different show now. We've learned to accept that. Super chats aren't going anywhere. Blah, blah, blah. We get it. I think it makes the show worse. Blah, blah, blah. But whatever. But they did mention they got to start doing something about not reading, reading $5 and above or $10 and above or something like that. So again, we said that months ago when they started this that This isn't sustainable. It's idiotic. I personally think they do 2 or 3 super chat shows a week where every chat is read, and then the other shows. You can donate, and maybe those are the shows where if it's $10 or more, they'll always read them. But you can still donate, and if it's funny enough, then you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying.
Super chat shows they're its own thing. It kind of stinks. I mean, they're funny to a degree, but it's not a normal show.
I did come up with a new idea this week. If they're going to continue to do this super chat model, I was sort of paying attention to when Ray was reading the super chats. I don't think it's a bad idea if they're going to continue to do this nonstop reading of super chats. Kevin and Bob don't read them. They have somebody like Chad or Ray in the bottom, and they're the only person. Like they'll know when to butt in, and they'll come in and they read the super chats. And Kevin and Bob don't read them. They just continue doing the show, and then if Ray or Chad's there, they read them whenever it's a perfect opportunity. I don't like all 3 of them going around the horn reading the super chats. It's kind of fucked up. I liked it whenever Ray was reading them there for a while, and they're just continuing talking. I like. I don't know. To me, that was.
And
fun.
I don't. No, that's not bad. And I don't mind what they do at the end of the show. Or have blocks during the show where you just bang them out all in a row and then get back to the normal show of talking, with the guests and whoever Kevin is mad at that day. That's what we all tune in for.
Here we go.
No offense.
We'll prove it a point. We said it before. We'll say it again. Listen, folks, we're not about the money. Once we reach 1,000, you'll see Ian Hawk. We're not going to sit here and read your dumb, nitwitted super chats.
I'm going to cuck out so hard for money. It's going to be unbelievable.
Ian Hawk put his name in the hat the other night. He unfortunately did not win. You know what? We don't beg for money, but that tutu train from David Chandler a couple weeks ago was quite the thing to see. I'd never seen anything like it.
Money.
The great David Chandler coming through with a tutu train the other night was just amazing, truthfully. Actually, that was a couple weeks ago when you weren't on the show. He goes, "Hey, have you ever heard of a tutu train?" And then $222 popped up on the screen. The great David Chandler, nobody better.
He's really burying Borgo in the super chats, and I keep it up, Chandler. Don't bow.
Hold the
line. Hold the line, Chandler. Don't give big bucks when Chad is on. Hold the line, boys. Hold the line.
What a quad father. What does this even mean? You need Kevin Dumbfuck to run your show if you want to succeed. Just ask him how you're failing. Oh, is he talking some trash? Quad? Let me know. Let me know, Sir Quad.
We're not trying to win.
Dumbfuck. We're not trying to win.
We want to lose. We're losers. We just want to come on here and talk shit, which is what we've always done. That's why these people can't. That's why the Chads of the world can't stand and don't get. Because he's all about just trying to get ahead and cut corners wherever he can and make money. And those people, where they can't stand that we're having fun and still succeeding. Sorry.
Sorry we're successful. Sorry we have fun and
I
we
am
laugh.
so successful. New York Comedy Club tonight, 7 p.m. and 9:30 shows.
Wow, big shows, people. It's Saturday night. Get up, get out. I slept till 1 o'clock today, so
Tip
I mean,
the staff, please.
that's how successful I am, folks. Full-time job. I slept till 1 today. I just took a mushroom gummy at the beginning of the show. It's going to be a fantastic day, folks. And what do we have here?
Here we
yeah,
go.
there was a little bit of some Twitter beef this week as Avalancher was talking trash about fishing, and Chuck said that he would book some flights.
I have to have a word with Chuck. He's not gonna like.
Oh, really?
Chuck, are you there?
What's up, guys? Am I on?
Yeah,
you're on the
there
show.
you go.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can.
Can we turn him down?
What do you got to say, Stancil, you fucking faggot?
Oh, I saw
Oops,
you
I can't say
had
that word, can I?
You can whatever.
Okay.
It's all right.
We're not gay like Kevin. You say whatever. We didn't, Kevin's scared to say all the words now. I saw you had a back and forth with somebody on Twitter about holding a fish up by the lip.
Yeah, what an asshole. That's that's the most un-American thing you can bitch about is complaining about fishing.
I think he's in the chat, or he was in the chat.
Now. I'm about to be in the water.
Well, I can't wait. Stay tuned, folks. Chuck Mangione is going to go in the water live on the air.
Oh, this is going to work.
It's going to work great. Just don't get stuck there and have to call ski mask to come get you. That's all.
Yeah, I just took a mushroom gummy, so.
Oh man! Oh,
No,
I left the edibles at home.
Chuck, I grew up fishing, as you know. I'm a water man.
Oh,
you know, I
you
love
love
being
the
on
water.
the water.
He's a kayaking man.
Love the
He uses
nature.
the proper form.
Proper
All
form.
the oceans, all the trails.
In the past few years,
Yeah.
I have moved on. I don't know if I'll fish again. I want to leave nature be. Just let them be. Do we have to bother them all? I know you do catch and release, but can we just
I clean up? You see this shit over here? All this garbage? I clean it up every time I leave. Whatever other people leave, I fucking clean.
Wow.
So I think I'm doing God's work.
You are. And there's nothing. I'm not against fishing, but me personally, why don't we just leave nature alone? I think we've bothered them enough.
Nah,
What do you
that's
think about
cool. I
that?
like it.
Yeah,
Why don't you do a big cannonball?
Yeah, jump in there.
Oh, I'm getting in.
Oh, there he goes. Now let's see your feet when you get in.
Oh,
Wow.
Getting up to the waist.
Let's see.
All right.
Give us a nice pan. Show us the setting.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's
we
a
wanna
nice
see the
swan.
water.
Oh,
There's
nice.
a swan over there. You see that?
They're very.
Yeah, catch
they're very, they're actually pretty dangerous. Be careful.
Oh, well, he's been here the past 3 times. He's been all right,
Oh,
or
okay.
she, whatever the fuck it identifies as. It's fine.
Why don't you find out?
Geese are fucking assholes. There's shit everywhere because of them. But it's a decent little pond.
Wow, that looks nice.
Little
Now what are
stream over there that
what are we
comes in.
fishing for? What are we fishing for tonight,
Bass.
Chuck? Tell the
We're
people.
gonna target some bass.
Oh, we got targets.
Well, there's
Voltaire
trout
says,
in here
"Is this
too.
a gay lifestyle show?"
Motherfucker! I walked in with the
Yes.
wrong rod. Well, we gotta walk out.
Well, you
What
got
happened?
2
You got
rods.
the wrong. I'll give you a rod.
You always
Big
bring
fish.
3 rods.
Yeah, you got a rod between your legs. What's going on with the size in the water?
It's pretty small.
Chuck,
Oh,
any
okay.
new toys? Any new toys in the
Besides
Mangione
the
house?
AR.
Oh, you got an AR-15? That's good. That's fun.
Yes, it's
that's
great.
exactly what you
yeah,
need.
it's
Perfect. The guy
Absolutely.
who blows up trees with gasoline has an AR-15.
Yeah.
Good.
well,
Makes sense. Makes sense.
I'm trying to get my hands on some tannerite. You guys know what that is, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
When you shoot
It's some
it
thermite.
explodes.
You can knock down.
You can buy it in the
2,000-story
store in
towers.
Texas. In Texas, you can buy it at the sports store. It's fantastic.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm sorry if this camera's fucking shit because
No,
I don't know
you're
what
fine.
you guys are saying. I'm not paying attention. All
It's
right,
okay.
First cast, boys. First cast. Let's get a bass.
All right, we got first cast. This is for Avalancher on Twitter.
Yeah. So
What's
while
up
you're
with that guy?
fishing,
Yeah?
yeah, what happened with that? Go ahead. People want to hear.
Well, he just said I was an asshole and I didn't appreciate nature because I fish.
Sounds
What
like
the
me.
fuck?
Sounds like Team Avalancher.
Dude, fuck that fagalanker.
Team Avalancher.
Fuck him.
Really?
What the fuck? I don't even know who the fuck you are. Why do you have a problem with me fishing? How am
He
I
said
bothering you? How the
Now,
fuck
Chuck,
am I
you-
bothering you?
Chuck, you said you would
Motherfucker
book
probably gets
flights.
Motherfucker probably gets fish sticks at the gas station.
Avalanker, you've been called out for having fish sticks at the gas station. I'll send Avalanker. Let me send him a link.
Send him the link.
Yeah.
Send everybody a
I'll
link.
fucking fight him. I'll book a flight. Actually, he's right
You've
over
been
the
known
Hudson, right? I could fish the Hudson first. And
Yeah,
then
he lives.
fucking throw some dead
He's.
fish in his
I know
pillow
he's.
sheets.
I know he's a big New York Giants fan because me and him getting beefs in the NFL season, and so I'm pretty sure he lives in Jersey.
Oh, so he's gay.
James R says you're fishing for trouser trout.
I like it.
I can't wait to get super chats. I'm gonna cuck out for money so fucking hard.
I can't wait to cook. I already cooked it up to David Chandler with the great 2-2
It's
trains.
all about money at the end of the day.
It's all about
Oh.
money, folks. You know what? We're lying. It's April Fools. Give us your hard-earned cash. We'll do a we'll do a hat drawing. We'll do another hat drawing.
If I catch a bass, you got to give $1,000. Somebody, come on.
$1,000.
Yeah, scan the barcode there if you want to send us money. Who cares? Chuck Quadfather says Avalanker shreds on guitar. Fishing is lazy.
Good for him. I
Hey,
don't give a
Quadfather,
fuck.
Quadfather, can you send me Avalanker's Twitter to my Twitter? I can't find him.
Text me and I'll text it to him.
Yeah, Avalanker. If I send
Send it
you,
on me.
Shredding on guitar is cool, and fishing is lazy, and that's why I fucking love it.
I beat Avalanker in a guitar off one time.
Oh, there they go.
Wow, we got. How is it so sunny there? You live like 20 minutes from me. It's nothing
Oh,
but
it's
fucking
beautiful
clouds
here. It's beautiful.
I got
here.
nothing but clouds in New Haven.
Well, there's a lot of blacks there.
Oh wow! So Ian Hawk's really trying to start the business today, and he's got his own beef with Jake Hudson. Imagine a month before you guys, Corey Adam is going to have super chats and getting more David Chandler money.
I'm gonna blow my head off anyway. Who are we kidding? But that'll really fast track it.
Ian, what's going on
great.
with the beef between you and Jake Hudson? Jake Hudson really had not nice things to say about you on MLC. I thought it was a little wild.
How we looking, Chuck? Now, have you fished this pond before?
I'm stuck on a fucking rock. Stuck between a cock and a hard place. God damn it.
All right, so the lure is stuck on a rock.
Yeah, you see the end
All
of my
right.
rod? That's not a fish.
Wow,
see
expensive
it.
piece. Expensive.
That's a fucking rock.
This is
I
high
might
drama.
have to dive in and get it.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
yes,
is high
yeah.
drama. Let's get in there.
It's an
Get all wet.
expensive lure.
Get all wet.
Yeah, yeah. You don't want to waste your money with a lure. I've gone in after lures before. I almost drowned going after a $3 jigger bite one time.
Yeah, I had water come into my waders before. That's not fun.
That's exactly what happened. It
motherfucker.
sucked.
All right, well, we're going to go a little bit deeper.
Wow, we're getting deeper, folks. We could witness death here today
okay.
on today's show.
All right. This week on River
Here we go.
Monsters. Fuck. All right.
This is high
I'm in.
drama. I'm enjoying. This is better than anything I've watched
All
on Netflix the last 2 months.
This is enough. I'm giving up on this.
You're gonna cut the line?
I think so.
Oh well,
I'm
let us
fucking-
see you
I'm
cut the
fucking
line.
in,
That's
man.
high drama.
Hold on.
Oh, I forgot a huge story. Maybe we could save it for the page, I guess, or we could do it here. A lady
couple
told me
more
not to
feet.
put poop in her garbage the other day.
Oh, yeah, we can get into that. Just go to Avalanker's Twitter.
What?
Yeah, actually, I want to hear. I want to hear
All
what you
right,
guys.
fuck. All right, fuck. That's too much.
No, let's finish this off. What are you doing? Are you cutting it?
Dude,
Show us what you're doing.
I'm in, dude.
If you're listening to the audio, listen to it on the iTunes or Spotify, folks. Chuck is in a pond, stuck on a rock. He has waders on, and he's going deeper and deeper into the pond. This is not looking good.
Yeah, I'm done.
The day is
We're gonna
done.
have to pull out.
Wow, we're going to have to pull out. This is crazy what's happening out here.
Better than wrapping it up.
This guy's giving you some tips. He says, before you do that, point the rod at it real line right and slowly pull down and towards yourself.
Wow, actual tip. Did you hear that, Chuck?
Yeah, what do you say? Point it out. Hold on.
Point it down towards the lure and
Paint the rod at it real to the right. I
I've
think.
been every angle on this fucking thing.
Yeah, I'll give you an angle.
It's not coming out anyway. I went left. I went right.
Slowly
straight down.
pull down and towards yourself. Fly trap, he says.
All right. You know what? We're gonna go to. We're gonna put the rod down and go directly to the line.
Ooh, Chad's stepdad just followed me on Twitter.
Congrats. Who fucking cares? It's also fucking stupid. It's so
I
funny.
think I snapped it, but let's see. It came loose one way or another.
Uh-oh, something's loose, folks. It's not the Trouser Trout.
Trouser. Call this app Trouser Trout.
Oh, we will. Ian Hawk says, Jake Hudson was DMing me his Venmo every day for a month. I finally gave him some money, only to find out later that he was simping for Uncle Rick and Mommy and sent her a few other chicks money. Wow. Not a good look. Whoa, wow.
He's
We
simping for
got
that. Simping for that abuela.
Now, let's see this lure you almost lost your life for.
Well, it's a soft bait.
Oh, so it's just a hook and a saw? Wow, you almost lost your life for that, dude?
It's a 5-inch Senko. It wasn't that big of a deal.
5-inch.
Yeah, you should do a Texas rig. Put the weight a little bit higher and let that thing float off the bottom. It is
Dude,
April. They should be spawning season.
The
Fishing talk,
Texas
folks.
season is the Texas rig is my go-to. Hold on, boys. You're gonna go down on the wall for a little bit
That's
because I'm going to implement that Texas rig that you're talking about.
Yeah, big rig, folks.
Chuck, can you still hear me, Chuck? Can you still
Yes.
hear us? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So let me.
We got some dog poop.
Oh, I got a big dog poop story. Maybe we could finish with this and maybe switch over to the page. Well, we can do whatever the hell we want.
Yeah.
So, walking the dogs in my neighborhood, a regular old neighborhood, not fancy, not shitty houses, regular neighborhood. As I do normally, just a morning walk around the neighborhood, get the blood flowing, tire them out a little bit, blah blah blah. I always pick up poop because I'm a man of honor and courage, and I'm a positive part of society. I'm not a piece of shit who leaves pieces of shit on the ground.
Yeah,
Especially,
you're a fan of nature that doesn't destroy the country by fishing, right?
correct. Oh, I have no problem with all those ladies. We're just having fun. Calm down. KB's a real looker. Who's Gina? I don't even know Gina. Oh, Gina Levy's wife? Whatever.
No, Gina Bobina.
Gina Bobina, whatever. She's fine. They're all. Listen, who am I kidding? I'd have sexual relations with all of them. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So anyway, pick up shit and garbage on the street.
Wow.
On the street, not in a driveway, not on the sidewalk behind a fence. On the street, garbage, bottom of the street. Open the lid on the street. Go into the street, throw it out. Whatever, on my way. As I normally do. Garbage on the street, it's a garbage. Throw shit in there, right? The lady comes out of her house holding her baby. Mind you, too, this is like at 11 in the morning, maybe even a little bit earlier. My point is, home,
Shout out David Chandler, just sent the 2-2 train, just so you know.
Either oh, what a king. Either fake job or not working at all. Comes to the door of the baby. I just hear, "Excuse me, did you put poop in my garbage?" And, I'm like a house away at this point. And I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Could you please not do that?" And I'm not making a scene. Can you
please not put the poop in my trash?
Yeah, I was like,
Is the trash by the road already, ready to be picked up?
there was one. No, the trash was already picked up. So let me finish the story because I'll get to that. So I just said, all right. I didn't make a big thing. I was just like, all right, I'll put it in someone else's next time. Moved on. A slight dig, just like proving like why do you care? So yes, so I want to get your guys' take on this, throwing poop in other people's garbage. But first of all, let me make my point first. First of all, it's a garbage. I can't stress enough that it's a garbage. Second of all, it was literally one of two people on the street who leave their on the street. This is a street of like 150 houses. One of two people on the street who have their garbages still on the street. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So they haven't even brought their can in yet. They're lazy fucks.
So and who cares about? That's why I didn't respond. I was like, if her life is washing her garbage during the day, then, I'm winning. And, if that's her life, then it's pretty pathetic. So I'm not going to make it worse. My point, it's on the street. It's a garbage, and you still care about what goes in it. My point is this. It's a summation of where society is at. These people live in their little vacuums on the little screens, and they care about what goes into their garbage. What an empty husk of a life you have to lead to like care about such idiotic things as that. Literally get a fucking life. And this woman, it lives in a house, you know, on paper. That's why it's all such a joke. On paper, she's doing well, and all these people. Put me in a box and let me live a life than live in a fucking cookie cutter house and care what goes in my garbage. It's just so pathetic and just really the state of society.
Right, but she has nothing to do at 11 a.m. You know, she has a kid she should be watching after. She's worried about a little poo in the garbage. Wow, lady,
life.
Get a fucking life. Seriously. It's crazy what's happening out here with some people's attitudes.
Am I wrong? I've had people thank me for throwing shit in their garbage, for cleaning up the neighborhood. Am I crazy that it's not a big deal to throw garbage in other people's garbage if it's on the street? I'm not going into their houses or
Next time, just leave it on top, dude.
Here's the problem.
I'm just going to put it on her curb. She doesn't want it in her garbage. I'm not kidding. That's my plan. I'll take a picture.
Please do.
Go.
Life's too easy.
Yes.
And when life's too easy, you complain about dumb shit like shit in your garbage. You should have put her fucking kid in the garbage and saved that kid the fucking
oh boy, he's making
future of misery that he's going to be brought up. He or she, whatever the fuck it is. Life's too easy now. That's why you got to go out and go fishing.
Let me see if this gets Chuck to go off more, because it doesn't have anything to do. It doesn't matter with the story, Chuck, but it did happen to be an African American woman.
Yeah. Your thoughts?
Definitely throw that kid away. Where was the dad? Oh my God, I'm sorry.
I mean, they live in a house, but also it's not like I live in a nice street. That's the other thing I wanted to say. You care about your garbage, bitch. You live next to train tracks and a taxi depot. What the fuck? And they had New York plates in the driveway, so they definitely just bought that house in the last couple years. They think they live in a nice neighborhood just because they moved out of the Bronx or wherever the fuck they're from. Bronx. It ain't nice. It ain't nice. My neighborhood ain't nice. Just because you bought a shitty house, you care about your garbage now? You fucking whatever. It's just so ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Does anybody disagree with me in the chat? Garbage cans on the streets are fair game.
It's not like you walked into her kitchen.
Yeah, exactly, Ian Hawk. That's why you're supposed to put. If you care that much about your garbage, stop being such a lazy cunt and pull them in your fucking driveway, you stupid bitch. I hope your kid gets syphilis.
Syphilis, folks.
Well,
boy. I think I might have said that a bit loud.
According to statistics, he's pretty likely to get fucking diabetes.
I'm getting some looks here. I got some looks from that one. I might have said that a bit loud. Whatever, I don't fucking care.
All right, we got a new lure, boys. We got a new one.
What is it? You got a Rattata, Rapala?
Stancil, check your Venmo. I just sent you part of the 2-2 train from the great David Chandler.
David Chandler, salute to you. No. Look at us cucking out already for the money. Oh, I can't wait. Let's get us 1,000 subscribers.
1,000 people.
All super chats all day once we get 1,000 subscribers.
Gina Bopina's really in the chat ever since you said you would have sexual relations with her.
She would. DM me. Let's start a DM conversation. I'll send you a dick pic. Pics for pics.
Yeah, you want pictures of the penis? I was having a conversation.
Somebody's got to help me. Somebody, please.
None of that digital shit. Just go fuck her.
Yeah, where do you live? I'm gonna come
back,
fuck you.
Back and forth for weeks, showing pictures of your dick. Just go and physically do it.
Yeah.
Hold her down against her will.
Yep.
Whoa!
You might have to.
Whoa, Chuck, you might have to get a new T-shirt after that one. He says, "Hold her down against her will." New T-shirt coming out this soon, folks.
Oh, beautiful. Love the merch. Gina, let me know if you like toys. I have a toy I can borrow from Chuck. It hasn't been used, but it's covered in cat hair. But I'll clean it off. I'll bring the toys. We'll have a play date. Me and Gina are gonna have a play date. We'll call it a play date. Us and our toys.
It's like Ooh.
I'll be farting around with toys.
Farting around. Ooh,
they call me I'm a toy boy now.
Wow. Yeah. So are we gonna catch anything today, Chuck? Or what's going on? Not a couple clouds in the sky, looking nice out there.
Man.
What's the weather?
It's nice. It's I don't know. We got a new bait in the water. We're jigging it off the bottom.
Calm down.
Shout out Ian Hawk.
It seems that. Usually the bass are a little slower and less likely to bite, so I like to play on the bottom and just bounce it up and down. And we got another rock.
The great Ian Hawk just sent us a 2-2 train,
like
but $2.22 for the caboose.
Ooh, the old caboose.
He gave us the caboose.
Now, are you fishing the? Are you jigging or are you reeling?
Whoa.
I'm not talking about my neighbor who doesn't like.
Just their kid. No, yeah, I'm bounce. So I got to wait on the tip of the worm, and I'm letting it bounce off the bottom because when the water's colder, they seem to chill at the bottom and be a little less active. So you got to tease them, like you do with that toy.
Yeah,
yes.
I like it. I've been thinking a lot about. I'm gonna get some toys for my harem of ladies, like you, Chuck. I'm gonna have a different toy for each lady.
Gino wants to know if you're into trans women.
Hey.
Oh, Gino, are you trans? I don't think so.
I can be
No,
if you
like a
want.
little
I guess
cock?
no. I don't even. I honestly, and I'm not even like being. Don't know. I honestly don't really know. I'm still confused. So, trans woman is a guy who was a girl, or a woman who was a guy?
I don't know. Maybe you're fiddling around and there happens to be a little penis down there.
I think
A trans
it's a
woman
chick with
looks
a
like
dick,
a woman,
no?
though. A trans
Yeah,
woman
but
is a
it's a
woman,
chick with
but
a
has a
dick.
dick. So, I mean,
Chicks
With fake tits.
between us, that's a guy. But that's what they call a trans woman.
That's a mentally disordered individual. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I didn't want to get into all that. I just honestly didn't know. I always get confused if you're a trans man, Anyway, so trans woman. No, I have not. I've never had relations with anything with a penis, unfortunately.
Big penises, folks.
Big. You should see
Except
it.
for
Like
Gino.
I said, it's doing great. It's doing great these days. Too bad. I just need to find something to put it in.
I could hang with a dude with a pussy though. Sounds hilarious. Decline host. So shout out Decline host for being a real one on MLC too.
Was it Decline Host? Or did you ask about this shirt, or was it EGN? I don't know. These shirts existed, folks. You're all just newbies. These shirts were out for sale years ago.
Yeah.
The Kevin's Beautiful Boys shirt.
Huge hit. Back when the boys were beautiful, we were all one. The original
we're
crew
still
before
beautiful.
these fat dabblers got involved.
Will still won. Love the dab. It's all
Well, it's
just
a
so
good time.
ridiculous. Just keep it
Well,
going.
it's a good
now.
time.
All right.
Jim likes Pekka.
Are you into trans? I don't even know if I can say that. Are you into trans coons?
I don't know what that is. Is that like
I'm sorry.
a part
It's
of
so
a car?
stupid, but I
think
find
that's
it
part
funny.
of a car.
That's
I think that's
a
what the car old
transmission,
Italian guys drive. Trans
trans
coon.
coons.
It's a transacoon. We got him a transacoon in the driveway. The
next
fucking
to the
lady
IROC.
don't bring it. She no like the trash.
You ever do coke?
Duco? By the way, shout out. By the way, shout out the great Adam back on screen, and Adam killing it with the drops.
I agree. I like
only
the drops.
because it's Adam. It's
Yes.
funny. It's funny because it's Adam doing drops, and you've been doing this show for what, over a decade, and we've never had drops, and he just the You Do Coke is a great one, of course.
Yeah. Hey, you ever do coke? I should get that.
He would literally say that every show, and he
Where do
always
you go
said it
up?
like he never said it before.
When you go up, you ever do coke?
Kevin go, come on, man, come on, can't ask him that. What? Good old days.
Great
Good old
days. Good
What's-
days
what's-
of the
I
what's
have
past.
he
more on
up
my
to?
list.
What's
Do you want to
Brian
get into
McCarthy
it, or
up
should
to?
we save it for Patreon?
Whoa.
What's that?
Hold on.
Oh, I have.
Uh-oh.
Can we turn those up a little bit?
I think it's up all the way.
Listen closely, folks. Yeah, I got a part of what's on my list is big developments in the crow world this week.
Should we cover it here?
We can cover it here.
All right, let's cover it here. We'll wrap it up and go to the Patreon.
Go to the page. There's the crows. Yeah, so if you've been watching the show, you know my New Year's resolution is befriending crows. Now, the new news this week, as I told you last week, I fed some crows out of my car. Began feeding them more out of my car so they recognize my car. The end goal is to have a murder of crows follow me everywhere I go, if you haven't, as I've said before. That's the end game. It's not funny. Actually, a fact. Did some more
It's actually
reading.
hilarious because
Oh, it's true. It's
I
gonna
can
happen.
envision it. I can envision
So,
it.
things have escalated now. I never leave my house, and I'm not kidding. I always have. So you get unsalted peanuts in the shell, their favorite snack. And I always have some in one of my pockets now when I leave the house, and that is not a bit. That's my real life. So this week I practiced more of talking with the crows. I was reading that if you do, if you do the same call when you feed them, then you'll eventually be able to just do that call anywhere, and they'll come to you. So mine is this. I do that. Sorry. You ever heard crows do that? It almost sounds like a ha. Sound like the ha ha. I don't do the big, because the caw caw. That's more of a warning thing. So I don't want to confuse them. The caws are a warning. That's more locating each other. You know what I'm saying? Not funny,
More
Chuck. I don't know why you
flirtatious.
keep fucking laughing. I'm about to fucking.
Because
None of
I
this
can
is
see a
funny.
murder of crows following you, but you have like a Columbine trench coat on, and there's all these crows behind you. Roll
that's
up
the
to the
vision.
comedy club, and you're just fucking picking off open micers. Come on, that'd be great. That's what I'm imagining.
That's the vision. So I had 2 conversations with crows this week. It was they were the rainy days, so there's nobody else at the park. So they were up in the tree there, and I gave him a and he did the old and we went back and forth. He would do 3, then I would do 3, then he would do 1, and I would do 1. Threw him a couple peanuts. Read a great article about it's crazy what they are aware of. It's absolutely
Apparently,
nuts.
they're very smart, right? Like they're like one
That's
of the
the whole
smartest
point,
birds.
Chuck. They are the smartest bird. They know exactly what they're doing. They can identify people by their voices and how they look. And it's
Smarter
interesting.
than
Here's a little
smarter
fun
than the
fact.
ospreys are made.
Yes, because crows communicate more than crows know how to communicate and do tasks more than every other bird. An
They're scavengers, though, right? They
Interesting fact. Yes. Interesting fact about crows that was found. If you ever seen domesticated crows, will sometimes say their own name. Have you seen those videos? They learn to talk like parrots after a while. What a study found is when those domesticated crows are looking for their owner, they say their own name, the crow's name. They say their own name. The finding is that they view relationships as single names. You get what I'm? So their calls are not for one specific bird. It's between 2 birds or 3 birds that they call each other. It's a name for the relationship, not the specific bird. And we're learning a lot. Does that make, you get what I'm saying?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, does the crow
this
have a
is-
name for you yet? And do you have a name for the crow? Do you guys have your own code name
Oh,
yet?
there's lots of crows. I have my crows at one park. I have my crow. I'm developing my crows at 2 separate parks across town. 3 actually, as of yesterday. I'm really spreading it. And that's the crow update for this week. So things are still escalating beyond belief, really.
I love it.
In Jim Stancil's
Have you ever looked
crow
into getting
world.
a
Go get your crow tank top and your crow tee at skimaskcollective.com.
Get all of the merch, people. I'm telling you, it's riveting. You can even get the crow puzzle if you want the puzzle. Decline host says, by the way, crows are smarter than Jake Hudson.
That's probably true. By the way, why did we? And I know I mentioned this on the show before, and I'm sticking to it. Jake Husden, and by the way, it's Husdon. It's annoying that people keep saying Hudson. It's Husden. But anyway,
By the way,
again, he said his genitals were mutilated and that he was arrested for pedophilia, and I still yet to see anyone question him about
he
it.
also said he was bi.
Well, it sounds like he deserves
by
it.
a river.
Funny thing is, Cabana King's actually in
Yeah.
Mississippi right now, so maybe they can get together.
Where is he? In Mississippi?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jake Hudson's very scary. I would keep him at an arm's distance, Kevin. Just be careful.
Yeah, be careful who you're dipping in the water with. Like, we're the bad boys. Ski Mask Collective, folks. Head over to the Patreon for an extra 20.
Oh, we're about to record. We're about to record some.
We're going to record. I mean, it gets crazy over the Patreon. Things get relaxed. People just, it's insanity what's happening over there. Patreon.com/SkiMaskMedia. Get there now. Yeah, I say it fast because you know what it is. Okay, just get there, subscribe, sign up for it. Stancil's in a box. Like, can we see what's going on outside the box real quick?
Things are picking up out here. I got some looks when I screamed cunt before. It's mostly a soundproof booth.
Mostly
But,
soundproof.
Third place bar and grill here in Stanford. Come on down. Run by Half Full Brewery. Support them. Whatever. At Jim Stancil on Instagram. You should follow. There's a guy on Twitter that's at Chad Cellmate. You should follow him. Subscribe to the YouTube, for God's sakes. And keep an eye out. There very well may be a sports mask coming up soon as we talk about the baseball season. How Verlander, again, I'm never wrong. Verlander injured on the injured list. I called it. You never sign an aging 40-year-old who just emptied his tank to win a Cy Young. Mark my words, Scherzer won't make the All-Star break, but we'll get to that in the next Sports Mask.
Wow. Shout out David Chandler for the Trouser Trout. Thank you very much, sir. Shout out Ian Hawk, who just signed up on the Patreon. We're going to record the Patreon. It'll be out later today. Thank you all thank you, Chuck, for coming on, showing us your fishing
Love
skills.
You guys. Love
we
you
love
guys.
you.
Nice
We'll
job,
talk to you
Chuck.
soon.
Yeah, I hope I catch a fish. If
Trouser
not,
Trout.
fuck you all.